All right, final episode of Kings This Week of 2022. Let's do this. Welcome back to Kings This Week. My name is Jordan Kist. Last one here before the new year, as we're going to preview the last two games the Kings just had prior to the Christmas break. We'll get you teed up for the games that will come right before New Year's when the Kings return to action, and also share a little bit of news, and we have another event to announce in the new year. So as the usual, let's start our show off with the weekend recap. So after an 8-game homestand, the Kings returned to the road for their final two games before the holiday break as they headed over to Vancouver Island. The road trip would start Friday in Duncan against the Capitals, as it would be the second meeting between these two teams. It was the Kings winning the first meeting by a score of 8-2 on Teddy Bear Toss Night at the Hat. Now the tables turn on this one, as it was Teddy Bear Toss Night at the Cowichan Community Center. It was the Caps who were looking to exact some revenge and got that early, just 4:49 in. Luke Lavery would score his ninth as the Teddy Bears rained out onto the ice at the big stick to make it 1-0 Capitals. Then at 11:38, shot and a rebound here. Simple as that. Logan Camp puts it in for his third. It is 2-0 Cowichan. Then with just over a minute to play in the period, the Kings will get on the board. Anthony Yu, a great pass from behind the net to Anthony Lucarelli. He scores his ninth. It is 2-1 Capitals. But right after the faceoff, as we resume play, Luke Strickland driving to the net. Thought he scored here. It was waved off. Kings thought they caught a break, but hold up on the ensuing faceoff. Luke Strickland will get it right off the draw, make a move in front, would score his 15th. That one counted, as it would be 3-1 Capitals after the first period. In the second period, though, the Kings awoken 43 seconds in. Anthony Lucarelli banks it off McCoy Bidwell for his 10th, as that is back-to-back games where he has scored 2 goals, as it was 3-2 Cowichan. Then at 7:39 on a 5-on-3 power play, Ryder Ringer finds Noah Air in the slot, one times in for his 4th. We are all tied at 3. Then, 12:29, Dylan Hewlett cuts to the net, loses the puck. It goes to Turner Richards, the former Capital, once again scoring against his former team as the Kings finish off the comeback here as they go up 4-3, which would end up being the final score in this one. Liam Vanderkooy making 38 saves for his third win of the season and his first win since week 2 of the year back in Alberni, as the Kings have won their 4th straight game in a row. So after a come-from-behind win on Friday, the Kings will look to head into the Christmas break on a high note as they attempted to win their 5th straight game as they headed into Victoria to take on the Grizzlies. It was the Kings winning the first 2 meetings of the season to kick off the 8-game homestand by a score of 7-2 and 2-1, but it was all Grizzlies in this one. It would be a pretty even first period until the very end when the Grizzlies would open the scoring 16:55 in. Owen Bond notching his 15th. That would actually be a goal in his 6th straight game to give the Grizzlies the lead. Then 2 minutes later, Olivier Picard, great move in front for his 15th, 2-0 Victoria after the first period. Then in the second, early on a power play, just 9 seconds in, Olivier Picard would score his 2nd of the game to give the Grizzlies a 3-0 lead, which they took into the third period. Now in the third period, the Kings inch a little closer. Carter McNerlin scoring his 6th, batting it out of midair to make it 3-1, as the Kings maybe had some hope of making another comeback in this one, but that hope would be shut down just a couple minutes later. At the end of a Grizzlies power play, Mason Kelly would shoot it. He would miss. It would come right back to him as he would score his 1st of the season to make it 4-1. Then at 15:37, Jack Gordon would make it 5-1 with his 8th right here. A nice move on the toe drag, as that would end up being the final score in this one, as the Grizzlies ending the 4-game winning streak for the Kings as they would head into the holiday break and enter the midway point of the season with a record of 10-15-1-2. So we've hit the midway point of the season. We hit the holiday break. The Kings have been playing some really good hockey as we hit the midway point of the season, as the Kings will go home to take some well-deserved time off to spend with their families, but they will return in a matter of time as games will resume on December 30th. And when that happens, the Kings will actually be back in Victoria to take on the Grizzlies. That game at 7 o'clock from the Q Center Friday, December 30th. Then on the 31st, there'll be a New Year's Eve showdown in Alberni as the Kings take on the Bulldogs. It will be the 3rd meeting of the season. Both teams have split the first 2 games, with the road team winning each game, as both these teams head into the Christmas break tied for 6th place in the Coastal Conference standings with identical records. Now, the Bulldogs have been struggling going into the break with just one win over their last 7 games, and including a 3-game road trip on the mainland to wrap up the midway point of the season, where they lost games in Coquitlam, Surrey, and Langley. Now, it is a Bulldogs team that is looking to turn it around in the second half, and they have made some moves since we last saw them, as they did trade the Bouillard brothers, Jules and Raoul, to the Salmon Arm Silverbacks in exchange for defenseman Owen Desilets, and have also brought back forward Brandon Buer, who started the year at Clarkson University. So that game on Saturday will be at 7 o'clock from the multiplex, but the Bulldogs will be playing on the road before that game on the 30th in Duncan against the Capitals. So once the calendar flips to 2023, the Kings will be playing 4 straight home games to kick off the new year. And the one date you should really keep in mind will be January 14th, when the Kings take on the Chilliwack Chiefs, as it will be Tla'amin Nation night here at the HAP. It'll be the second year in a row that we are doing this, as we've joined up with the Tla'amin Nation, and also with Texada Transfer, as there will be a special pre-game ceremony, and also the Kings will be debuting their brand new Tla'amin Nation 3rd jerseys that they will wear that game. So that is a 7 o'clock start, Saturday, January 14th, against the Chilliwack Chiefs. You can get your tickets right now if you want to online at tickets.palriverkings.com. So last week, we picked the winner of the gift card basket raffle. We'd like to thank everybody who bought a raffle ticket, and thank all the businesses who contributed an item to the gift card basket raffle. It was a gift card basket worth $1,175, and the winner was Steve Bartvey. So congratulations, Steve. Now, coming up in the new year, we do have another opportunity for you to win big, even bigger than $1,175, because our Dream Lottery is back this year with winnings up to $100,000 and a guaranteed prize of $20,000. That will start in the new year, so keep an eye on the Kings social media for the official announcement when the Dream Lottery commences. And that's it for Kings this week here in 2022. That's it. That's a wrap. It's been a lot of fun. Hopefully it'll have more fun in 2023. Kings will be back in action on December 30th in Victoria, 7 o'clock against the Grizzlies. Then on New Year's Eve, 7 o'clock again in Alberni as they take on the Bulldogs. In the meantime, though, leading up to Christmas, if you're still looking for Christmas gifts, our office will be open December 21st to 23rd from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. For you to purchase merchandise and tickets, single game tickets, 5-game flex passes, or take advantage of our season ticket offer that we have for our 11 home games in 2023. So until next time, I guess until the new year, hope you all have a very wonderful holiday season, and we'll talk to you again very soon. My name is Jordan Kiss. Go Kings, go.